Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Ro. I'm 21 years old and I've been in a long distance relationship with my boyfriend Ellis for 2 years. In this channel, we will show you a little bit of how our relationship works since we only see each other every 6 months, so this is how pretty much everything happens. And welcome to another episode in Santiago, Chile. We'll be seeing how Ellis meets more of my family, and we also visited San Cristobal, and Ellis tries his first Chilean completo. We also visited Barrio Italia and all the beautiful places here in Santiago. Oh, and almost forgot, Ellis tries pastel de choclo without even liking corn, and spoiler alert, he loves it. Today we find ourselves in Metro Line 1 towards Los Dominicos since we wanted to visit Parque Arauco because we wanted to do a bit of shopping with Ellis and also see more places in Santiago. Ellis always tells me how much he misses the Santiago metro system because he thinks it's very efficient, it's safe and clean. Obviously I think that you put the security part, but all the other things are very true. Obviously we ended up going to another mall first, but I didn't record anything because I just forgot, so we just gonna pretend that we started here in Adidas in Parque Arauco. While we were window shopping, we found this treadmill in the store that it's used to try running trainers, but Ellis wanted to show me how fast it could go in this machine, and I was completely shocked by how fast it could run.
And you're still walking, what the fuck? I will be flying on that. No! Babe, that is so...
That same day we had planned to go on a lunch with my family to Barrio. So while we were there waiting for my family to arrive, we were just relaxing at the terraces of the mall. Because we were both quite anxious, so we had to check all the menus of Barrio while we were waiting for my family. I was commenting him how was my family and what to kind of expect from them. After some minutes of waiting, we finally arrived at Barrio where Ellis met my niece Josita. She was super excited to meet him because she only saw him when she would see me speaking with him on the phone or on FaceTime, so me and him in real life was really special for her. Ellis and I loved Barrio, especially because of the magical views they had, and it was the first time for the both of us and we really can't wait to go back. We had a nice lunch with my family and of course we had to take some pictures with my mom as well. It looked so stunning that day. And the next day on Wednesday we got up really excited to try something new, so we went off to the San Cristobal hill. We started at like 10 AM and went up by foot. It was very warm that day and Ellis couldn't help but to do this. And it only took us about an hour to get to the top of the hill, so it wasn't too much, and it was really also my first time going up this high because this is like the highest that you can get there, and it's like there's like another base before that one that it's like 5 minutes from this one. It's just there are some steps that you have to like go up to, but I just didn't do it last time, so this was our first time being here together, so it was really cool to see. Really had a great time on the hill while we were talking, and we love doing things like this, you know, like just walking and talking about the life. It's the best thing. It's like it feels like we're catching up even though we talk every single day, and it's like there's always something to talk about, you know, especially with someone that you love. Before we started to go uphill, we agreed that on the way back we were going to go down by the cable cars since none of us have ever done it before. And I know I live here and this is like one of the most common things to do as a tourist, but I've just never done it in my life. Anyways, we were in the queue for the cable cars and we were both really excited because we didn't know if we were going to get our own cabin or we would have to share with someone else. But thankfully we did get our own cabin and it was not too expensive either, which we really liked. Once we were inside of the cable cars, we thought that we were like super speedy. They go really fast, especially when you are exiting a station. Yeah, they tend to go like much faster than when you're like in the middle between stations, you know. The only thing that we didn't like as much is exactly that, you know, it's that they go too fast, so it's like you cannot enjoy it as much. If they could only just go like, I don't know, like 10 kilometers less, that like would be perfect. But we must admit that we were both really tired when we first started to go up the hill, so we also agreed at the beginning that when we were finished, we were gonna reward ourselves by having some completos after the trek. So we took a bus down to Manuel Mons to one of my favorite completo restaurants only because it's a chain and they have more locations and they have vegetarian options. Even though Ellis is not a vegetarian, so he wasn't like complaining at all. We both started with Italian completos, which is like the original one. Just to try them, you know, as if we've never had before. But obviously they were delicious, and this place is called Domino's, and we do actually have the confusion sometimes, but it's just more common here that you refer to Domino's as the completo place, not the pizza place. We ordered a second round of completos, but this time I got a chacarero and Ellis got a gringo as, which ended up being his favorite one. Now, that same evening, we decided to go to the movies back to Parque Arauco, and we watched Wonka, which we both really enjoyed. The next day I woke up wanting to take Ellis to one of my favorite cafes in Barrio Italia, staying really close to it, just a few minutes walking because we were staying in Metro Santa Isabel station, which is like 5 minutes away from Barrio Italia. We found this apartment on Airbnb, and the reason of why I ended up choosing this one over any other in Las Condes, for example, because of the connectivity, and we both knew that we wanted to walk around the city, so for the both of us, staying downtown was like the best option. So in terms of safety, I can say that it was pretty safe. Well, we had like most of the tourist attraction, the nearest to us. We have La Moneda, Barrio Italia, Universidad Católica, Baquedano, Cerro San Cristobal, Las Tarrias, y Barrio Bellavista. How ridiculous do I look from 1 through 10?
You look like a 10, perfect 10.
Even with this selfie stick and the...
Babe, as long as you rock it. You rock it, so it's fine. But you can see for yourself. She rocks it, you rocks it.
I think it's... I think it should be like the other way around, right?
No.
Yeah, because the camera's like down and it should be up here. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Like that.
She switched the camera. Yeah, it does look good. I think it does look better, you're right. Zoom. Bro, we haven't even clicked the button.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, I thought you were retarded. I was wondering why it was taking so long.
Can we tell like where? What floor is this? Is this the floor 11 or what? This was around the building we were staying at, and the metro station was like 10 minutes walking. It wasn't that far, but if you walked fast you could get there by like 5 minutes. We were always like super chill about it, so we had no rush. Does it look better like this?
You're a vlogger. You're a vlogger. I should be on this side.
Now I have to recommend you this place. If you ever come to Santiago, please visit Ine Cafe. It's literally one of my favorite cafes here in Santiago. I love it. It's cheap, it's really good, the interiors are amazing, and the people who work there are so cute as well, and they're so nice. So it's the best. You have good food, good people, good space, good prices. What else can you need? I got to know this place because I had friends from uni that were studying from abroad here in Santiago, and they invited me to this cafe that I've never heard about, and since then it became a favorite spot to meet with them, and we would study here a lot, and we loved it especially because it was, again, cheap and delicious. Shout out to my girls Celine and Ava. I miss you and I love you guys so much. I'm not sure if they speak English though, but the few times that I've been here we always are like speaking Spanish, and as well as when I was with my boyfriend. I'm sure that they could try though, like they're so nice. Right here I was explaining to Ellis the whole menu because it was all in Spanish, so I was translating everything to him. It was hard to decide what to pick because everything looked so good, but while we were waiting for the food we started to speak about the plans for the day. And on this day I remember that we wanted to go to the Bellas Artes Museum. This is a funny story because we've been wanting to go to this museum since we got here, but every time that we would want to go it was closed, and every time that it was open we had other plans in mind, so we were doing other things, but now it was our time to go. For breakfast we ended up having coffee, and I got a cheese croissant and Ellis got a berries and jam croissant that they were both really delicious. And after we finished this one, we started to walk towards the museum. It was like a 30-minute walk from where we were, so we just saw this like playground in the middle of a park that we were walking through, and we couldn't help but to go in it, right? We really got to enjoy the museum. We loved all the expositions that they had. Me and Ellis were really interested by all the paintings, and even though I didn't got too much to record, but we really enjoyed it. And this is the Museum Bellas Artes, and it's free to enter. You can go whenever you want, however long you want. And during that same day, at the night, we decided to hang out with my best friend Valeria. We went to Barrio Bellavista.
That's nice. That's hella strong.
Where Ellis had his first Pisco, which is a Chilean drink made with like Pisco and Coke.
I drink that on its own. Where you have two of that, you're blacked out. You're fucked up. Record us.
And for me, the wildest one, I just got a phantom. With eyes.
Yeah.
Now, because they closed early on Thursdays, we had to go home at the end, and we just bought a few drinks and a few things to keep the party going at home. While we were just listening to and culturizing Ellis about some Latin bobs, if you know, you know.
No quieras afuera. Hasta se meses sin intereses y se la dieta de Macaulay. Yo voy a. ¿Quieres complacer a una dama de besarle de tu...
Not a shot. Not a shot.
No.
Okay.
Ethan, that's it.
And after it was a really very much a short night, we all went to bed because the next day we had arranged with my sister a lunch with Ellis and my best friend at my sister's house. Ellis would try his first pastel de choclo ever, as well as for my best friend Valeria. And know that she's Chilean too, but she's never tried it. That's crazy. All had a great time, and that was all for today's video. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we love you, and we hope to see you soon next time. Bye!